Hi everyone. In my previous lecture, I have given a brief description about what is meant by environmental studies and what is meant by the surroundings and what are the different types of how to protect the environment like that. So in this presentation, we shall see some more detailed things about the ecosystem. As I said already, so ecosystem is nothing but which surrounds us. So environment is nothing but everything which is having living things, non-living things, like a build-up environment, like a man-made or a artificial environment, and how to protect that. Everything comes under environmental studies. Whereas the ecosystem deals about the living and non-living things. So living things means like nature, plants, fungi, everything. And non-living things is like what we have made in these years and how we are saving our environment. This and all, like we are going to see the relationship between living and non-living things. This relationship between this both is said to be ecosystem. And we shall see why we need to have this environmental education first of all. Why this is required and what are the different subjects that teaches about the environmental education means. The first one is environmental studies. This environmental studies is like what we are studying now. This is like to create the impact in the society and an involvement in the society by learning what are the impacts caused because of the technology, right? And environmental science means it is like the systematic study between biotic and abiotic relationship. And environmental engineering means that concerns only about the pollutants, causes and effects. And the next one is environmental chemistry, means different chemical phenomena that takes place in the environment or various segments of the environment. And environment and ecology, this means it's an interdisciplinary between the nature, biology, chemistry, geography, agriculture, everything. So earlier like we will be this all the motive of all these subjects, see in the name, like it may varies slightly in its name, but the motive of all the subjects are to learn about the ecosystem and to build a sustainable environment for the future generation. So that same like for that main thing only everything will be working on. And we shall see in what are the what this formal education provides us. The first thing is they are here to create the awareness like in us, means the children or youth whatever, we need to know something about the environment. That is the main purpose of having this subject. And next one is like it is an interdisciplinary approach, means we cannot say that this is restricted only for arts and science or engineering or even medicine. Not like that, it is for everyone, because like the name itself says that interdisciplinary, maybe a electrical engineer or a mechanical engineer or a computer science engineer whatever, but all have to learn this program, because it is the individual's prime responsibility to take care of the nation and take care of the nature whichever already been provided, and we need to bring the we need to give the same for our future generation. And the next one is hands-on experience. What are the hands-on experience in this subject means, like see, learning is different. Through books we will learn everything, but we need to have some field experience, means how to protect the and there may be like industrial waste, and we knew that there are different kinds of waste, right? How to save our environment from the harmful waste materials. Likewise, we need to learn, we need to categorize that, and finally we need to think for whether which are all the things can be reused and which are all the things which can be safely disposed. So everything should be learned. That will come only from the field experience, not from the book experience or any subject materials, right? So that same thing also we will be seeing in this lecture. And like they have categorized it into a formal education and non-formal education, right? So non-formal education means like how to create some interesting facts in children or in among the students, means by the extracurricular activities like providing a camp and telling them to create awareness posters, and also making some competitions, healthy competitions among students, and creating some exhibition means what are all the products to save environment, like that. Club activities, and mobile exhibition means a simple exhibition like whatever wherever we are. And even we can do like tree planting and fencing, cleaning the water bodies, and this and all happen like this is possible only by using the arts, crafts, and plays, advertisement, etc., right? So these are the two formal and non-formal education. First we have seen what are the different types in the environment. So what are the different types of studies in the environmental education, and next one is how to give a formal education for our future generation, and informal education. So both we have seen in this presentation. So the next one is what are the principles of environmental education, means by considering the environment, see the environment is having all the nature, artificial things, everything, right? So we need to consider everything, okay, like the ability of the nature which it can provide, and artificial which it can make, and the ecological relationship between them. And we need to study about the people at various level. So we can say that the people resides in the village will be having different different views than the people who lives in the metro cities, right? And we need to give education by with multidisciplinary approach. As we said that a non-formal or informal education means by club activities or camps or whatever, like we have seen in the earlier slide, like arts competitions, right? And exhibitions we can make. Through that we can create awareness, and we need to examine the major issues or the issues going on in the current situation. And finally we need to develop the problem solving skills, and we need to promote the active participation among everyone. And the for the environmental degradation we need to discover what are the symptoms, why because of it, why it is happening, what are the root cause of the thing which like if we have noticed like some of the area is fully polluted, means we need to find the root cause, why because of the why because of industries this much pollutants occur, how to control it. So in every aspect as a human being, as this is our prime very responsible, our responsibility to take care of the nature, and like art, even whatever the artificial things or whichever we have provided to the environment, even it is an man-made things, we need to create awareness among students, the upcoming future generation. We need to save our ecosystem properly. So that is the different that is the motive of this environmental education. Okay, giving formal education and informal education is nothing like it is only for making the people to understand the importance of ecosystem. It is for every issues there will be a root cause, right? So we need to find the root cause. That too in this current scenario we can see lot of plants, it may be a plants or it may be animals, so their numbers are getting reduced, and even human beings are getting so many diseases nowadays, right? So why we are getting the diseases, whereas our ancestors haven't got that, because they saved the environment. They were not having this many updations, technologies, right? But we have everything, but still we cannot like overcome the health issues, or we cannot save our ecosystem means, like we have to identify what is the